When Kyungsoo, widely known as Do of EXO, stepped onto the stage of NHK, few could have predicted just how deeply his performance would resonate across Japan. What unfolded was not simply another televised appearance by a global K-pop star, but a rare, almost intimate musical moment that transcended language, genre, and cultural boundaries. It became a performance defined not by spectacle, but by sincerity, an artist standing still, relying solely on the power of his voice to communicate something profoundly human. In an era where performances are often amplified by elaborate staging, visual effects, and choreography, Do chose restraint. There were no distractions, no dramatic lighting shifts or complex camera tricks dominating the scene. Instead, the focus remained firmly on his voice, his expression, and the emotional weight carried within each note. This simplicity turned out to be his greatest strength. The audience was not watching a production, they were witnessing a moment. What immediately captured attention was his remarkable vocal control. Known among fans for his technical precision and emotional depth, Do delivered a performance that balanced both effortlessly. His voice moved with a quiet confidence, never overreaching, never faltering. Each phrase felt intentional, as though carefully shaped to preserve the integrity of the song's emotional core. Rather than aiming for vocal acrobatics, he prioritized clarity and feeling, allowing the melody to breathe naturally. One of the most talked about aspects of the performance was his use of Japanese. For an artist performing outside his native language, pronunciation and emotional nuance can often present challenges. Yet Do approached the language with respect and dedication, delivering lyrics with a softness and accuracy that surprised even native listeners. Many viewers commented that his phrasing carried the subtle emotional textures typically associated with seasoned Japanese vocalists. It was not merely correct, it was expressive. This attention to linguistic detail played a crucial role in connecting with the audience. Music, at its core, is about communication, and by embracing the language fully, Do removed any remaining distance between himself and the listeners. The result was a shared emotional experience that felt immediate and genuine. Fans and casual viewers alike found themselves drawn into the story he was telling, even if they had never followed K-pop before. Social media quickly became flooded with reactions. Clips of the performance circulated widely, accompanied by messages of admiration and, in many cases, disbelief. Viewers described feeling unexpected waves of emotion, some even admitting they were moved to tears. The phrase, goosebumps, appeared repeatedly, as did comparisons to classic live performances that leave lasting impressions. It was clear that something about this stage had struck a nerve. Part of this emotional impact can be traced to Do's unique artistic identity. Unlike performers who rely heavily on persona or exaggerated expression, he has always leaned toward subtlety. His strength lies in understatement, in the way he conveys feeling through small changes in tone, gentle shifts in dynamics, and a calm, focused presence. On the NHK stage, this approach created an atmosphere of quiet intensity. The absence of excess allowed every detail to stand out more vividly. Another factor contributing to the performance's success was timing. In a fast-paced entertainment landscape filled with constant releases and rapidly changing trends, audiences often crave moments of stillness, something that feels authentic and unfiltered. Do's stage offered exactly that. It slowed things down, inviting viewers to listen rather than simply watch. In doing so, it reminded people of the fundamental power of music, the ability to evoke emotion without needing explanation. The live audience's reaction further amplified the significance of the moment. Reports from those present described a palpable shift in the atmosphere as the performance unfolded. Conversations ceased, movement stilled, and attention sharpened. By the final note, the silence that followed spoke volumes before applause finally broke through. Some attendees were visibly emotional, wiping away tears or simply sitting in quiet reflection. It was not the kind of response generated by hype, it was the result of genuine connection. Behind the scenes, it is evident that such a performance does not happen by chance. Do's reputation for discipline and preparation is well established. His approach to music is often described as meticulous, with careful attention paid to vocal technique, interpretation, and delivery. This dedication likely played a significant role in shaping the NHK stage. Every element, from breath control to phrasing, suggested hours of thoughtful practice. At the same time, there was an undeniable sense of spontaneity. The performance did not feel rigid or overly rehearsed. Instead, it carried a natural flow, as though the emotions were unfolding in real time. This balance between preparation and authenticity is difficult to achieve, yet it is precisely what makes live music so compelling. Dio managed to maintain technical excellence while still leaving room for emotional immediacy. The broader cultural impact of the performance should not be overlooked. K-pop has long enjoyed popularity in Japan, but moments like this help deepen that relationship by emphasizing artistry over trend. Dio's stage served as a reminder that beyond the polished image often associated with the genre, there are artists capable of delivering deeply personal and universally resonant performances. It challenged preconceived notions and expanded the way audiences perceive K-pop vocalists. For longtime fans of EXO, the performance was both a confirmation and a revelation. It reaffirmed what they had always known about Dio's abilities while also showcasing them in a new context. Seeing him command a stage with such quiet authority reinforced his position as one of the group's most respected vocalists. At the same time, it introduced his talent to a broader audience who may not have been familiar with his work. Critics and commentators also took note. Discussions emerged the evolving role of vocal performance in modern pop music, with Dio's NHK appearance often cited as an example of how less can indeed be more. By stripping away external elements, he brought attention back to fundamentals, tone, emotion, and connection. In doing so, he highlighted qualities that sometimes risk being overshadowed in highly produced environments. The emotional authenticity of the performance has become its defining legacy. While many stages are remembered for their scale or visual impact, this one is remembered for how it made people feel. It is the kind of moment that lingers, replayed not just for entertainment but for the emotional experience it provides. Viewers return to it not to analyze, but to relive. Ultimately, the reason this performance resonated so strongly lies in its honesty. There was no attempt to impress through excess, no reliance on external validation. It was simply an artist sharing his voice in the most direct way possible. That honesty created trust, and that trust allowed the audience to open themselves to the experience fully. As conversations around the performance continue, it stands as a testament to the enduring power of music when delivered with sincerity and skill. Dio's NHK stage was not just a highlight of his career, it was a reminder of why live performances matter. They have the ability to create moments that feel personal, even when shared by millions. For those who watched, it was more than a performance. It was a connection, quiet, powerful, and unforgettable.